All right, folks, welcome back to the Crisis Report. It is October 3rd, 2025. This is your Crisis Report alert. A lot of stuff going on with drones. They're closing down Chicago, other areas, and some things going on in the United Kingdom with protests over Keir Starmer and recognizing Palestine, but still they're protesting Palestine. So we're going to get on with that. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. If you are looking to change your 401k or IRA into precious metals, and recent moves in the market there have maybe having you reconsider all this, go to the link in the description under the sponsorship area and have an informational discussion with them, and they can tell you more about it. No obligation. All right, let's get started. This is your Crisis Report alert for October 3rd, 2025. Hopefully you've checked out the recent videos on PrepperNow, like the short I just created about the ice pope, where our pope is blessing ice in the name of climate change. And of course the one from last night of when the war will start, but we don't know. Who knows? But you're going to hear all about this on the Crisis Report, and it might give you an idea. Here we go. Washington Examiner reports that the United States military deployment in the Caribbean may be intended to take control of key strategic facilities such as airfields and ports in Venezuela. Massive explosion and fire has been reported at a Chevron refinery in El Segundo, California. Sarah Mullally appointed as the first woman to lead the Church of England, according to the UK. United Nations-backed Climate Banking Alliance has ceased operations immediately. Organizers say the last Gaza flotilla boat, it was intercepted by Israel. Trump has given Hamas until 2200 GMT on Sunday to agree to the Gaza deal. Canadian Prime Minister Carney says he will meet with Trump in Washington Tuesday on tariffs. Israel's National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, who has already been banned from entering several European countries due to promotion of terrorism and ethnic disagreement, visited detained activists from the global Samud flotilla who were carrying food for the children in Gaza. These are the terror. They are the terror. Look at them, supporters of murders. They came for Gaza for the terror, is what he said. Now, I have seen video that there's actually not much on those boats, and it was more of a show of force. 15 drones flew in a swarm over Bultenbach Air Base in eastern Belgium last night. They then crossed the border into German airspace and presumably made their way to Munich, Belgian, outlet VRT reports. Citing defense officials, nobody was able to stop them. Venezuela is deploying S-125 air defense across the country, while the United States is building up forces around the country. Russia is massively supplying weapons to Iran. Russian Air Force cargo planes continue to land in Iran several days in a row. Multiple planes arrived from the Irkutsk plant in Siberia, where Su-30s are manufactured. FBI has confirmed severing ties with the Southern Poverty Law Center, which abandoned civil rights work and turned into a partisan smear machine, according to FBI Director Kash Patel, criticizing their, quote, hate map as defamatory and inciting violence. This is good. Naval commandos took control this morning of the last ship of the Samud flotilla, which was delayed in its arrival due to the technical malfunction, and this morning approached Israel's territorial waters. Shayatet 13 commandos boarded the ship this morning and detained the people on it. They are now escorting the vessel to Ashdod port. British police say that one of the two victims of the Manchester attack yesterday was shot dead by security forces trying to subdue the attacker. Mossad says that on Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, a terror cell was uncovered in Germany, suspected of being connected to the Hamas organization planning to carry out attacks on Israeli and Jewish targets. Arrest of the cell members was made, possible thanks to close cooperation between the Mossad and security intelligence forces in Germany. Part of the operation were the BFV, which is the German security services. The three members of the terror cell were in possession of weapons, suspected of having intention to carry out the attack. The arrest adds to other recent activities the Mossad has done across Europe in recent weeks, cooperation with local security and law enforcement agencies, including Austria. case of thwarting the terror cell and exposing the perpetrators and weapons spans several countries and is part of the extensive activities by the Mossad throughout Europe, during which weapons caches were discovered and additional arrests of activists suspected of committing terror offenses were made. Mossad will continue to operate everywhere to thwart terrorist activities aimed at harming Israelis and Jewish people abroad, in full cooperation with security and intelligence forces in Israel and worldwide. Celebrations of the Manchester synagogue murders spread to many UK sites or cities this evening. The dead are not even cold yet, and they celebrate. They are now untouchable in the government, as the government fears them. This is, of course, Amir Sarfati, very pro-Israeli. U.S. military deployment of the Caribbean may be aimed at seizing control of key strategic sites in Venezuela, including airfields and ports. And anti-ICE demonstrators have set fire to an American flag in Portland, Oregon last night. And there are word of deployment of all kinds of National Guard and stuff to cities all over. You're going to probably see some form of a battle going on in Portland. Also, Iran seems to be a lot of war drums there, and Russia and Ukraine are chucking drones and missiles at each other's left and right, as that's intensifying as well. So there's war everywhere, so you should be preparing. Hope you have a great weekend. God bless you all. This is your Crisis Report Alert for October 3rd. We're brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. Check out the links in the description, and we will see you on the next one.